Welcome back, guys, and if you hadn't noticed, one became two. Find out in this episode how we get on with this one. This has already been converted, so it's going to be a nice, quick and easy job for us. We're going to get everything fixed up, tuned up and resprayed. Let's get on it. So guys, as you can see on this little Jimny, this is what this one will become. But we will obviously do a much tidier job. Now this one's been done a couple of years ago, from what I can gather. It's just been done somewhat poorly. Like, you know, the masking off has just been done pretty badly. Things like where this has been molded into the body. It's a nice molding, it's just not been done correctly because it's cracking, and it's just basically this whole panel here. This pops off. This is just a trim piece, and they've just used filler in there rather than doing fiberglass to give it some structure. They've just filled it, and it's not very good. So we're going to fix stuff like this. We're going to fix the same thing up here, where again it's just filler, so there's no structure there. It's just pops off after you go over some bumps. But the tub itself is actually quite nice. It's a good size. It's got a nice bar on the top. I don't particularly like those little hoops, but they might be useful, so we'll see. I'll probably cut those off. Don't like them. There's plenty of surface rust on this, so this will get treated and then Raptor coated, and obviously we'll respray it all. Inside the bed is a nice checker plate bottom, so it's not going to rust. It's not too rattly. It's actually quite decent. It's been riveted down, so it's quite happy with that. But it'll get a nice coat of black Raptor over the top of that as well, just to make it look better. It has kept the rear window, which is very nice. But there are a couple of things on the inside again that need to be addressed. So the interior, to start with, this seat, not great. We've got a little tear there, and on the other one, there's another little hole just in there. Now, so the interior just needs a good tidy up. It's got a nice little Apple CarPlay stereo, so that's always handy. This roof line in here, again, not great, so we're going to do something with that. It's just been bodged up there. We're going to get it up and glued properly. And we've got in this little corner here, there is a tiny little leak, which I believe is coming from just there. Because for whatever reason, someone has just stuck some filler there, but not done it properly. So we're going to grind all this out, figure out why that's there in the first place, and do it properly. Same on this side, cracks in the filler, cracks in the filler. This needs to be located properly rather than just with a wood screw, so we'll figure that out. Probably weld on a little bracket here for it to go round and just weld it to the actual thing there, and rather than just screwing it to that. Just basically tidy some things up. Got a new lift kit coming. So it's not on a lift kit at all at the minute, this is just factory. So we're going to get a nice new lift kit on, some new tyres, and we'll keep these nice Oz alloys because they're actually in quite decent condition. First step, jack up your car. All four wheels in the air. Yes, they were on wood at the front, but that is a 6x6 bit of timber. That is very, very stable. Concrete's all level. No one's going under it. We're just taking the wheels off so that we can go and change the tyres over today. So it's absolutely fine for now. It has got new shocks on the back. It's had 2 new shocks at the back, so if someone has looked after this, it just needs a little bit more love. Does anyone have decent recommendations for pair of work gloves? So these have obviously been through the walls, grinding, welding and all the rest of it. So these are knackered. Anyone got any recommendations? Leave them in the comments. need to retire this battery, people. There's nothing wrong with these tyres. They're a real good set of all-terrains. What are they? Set of general grabbers, all-terrains. Yeah, they're a real nice set of tyres, and they are a matching set 4. So I've just got bigger ones. I'll show you in a minute. Bigger is better, people. Bigger is better. Handbrake's on, working. Bit of mud. Springs are tired, but we've got new ones. Got a bit of mud in there, but no rust. Oh, oh, rattle. Ah, the weld's cracked. Little weld's cracked down there. Horrendous. We'll get rid of that rattle. Yeah, weld's on that side. So the weld's need doing on that. That's easy. Well, this little bugger of a wheel does not want to come off. So, we get the batteries on charge, let's make a cup of tea. Actually, let's have hot chocolate. Let's go crazy. It's nearly Christmas. Let's get in the festive mood, people. And then we'll get back onto this piece of oh, that one doesn't match. It's a Hankook. Scumbag! Oh well. We're not going to worry. Not a big deal. Fuck you, that's why. Get off. We've got 2 nice general grabber all-terrains, loads of tread in them, and 2 nice, what are they, Hankook Dyna Pro all-terrains. Again, loads of tread, decent tyres, but not a set of 4, which is annoying, but we'll get these up on the old face of Book, get them gone, some freebies for someone, no doubt. Let's get the big boys on here. So these are what we had. They're a 195 80 15, and we're moving to these chunkier tyres here. Set of Renegade Radar RT Pluses, and these are a 235 75 15.
I am your father. I know him. He's me. 2030 folks. I've done years of this. You need a mask. Yeah, man, there's like a lot of filling. Oh, see ya. There was a dent there. Then it's been skimmed, as well as obviously focus, as well as that crack. Let's grind this down as much as we can. See what we can do about pulling that. Might even be able to get on the inside and knock it out. Let's see what we can do. So, what this actually was is where they've done the join here. They've just done it badly, basically. So it's, instead of being nice and flush, it actually goes in and comes back out here on this join. So it basically just needs tapping out. So we'll try and get the panels off the inside. What's it like in here? Yeah, we'll whip that seatbelt out, see if we can't get through the inner skin there, and just give that a tap forward, because a little bit of filler on these things is obvious. You're going to have a little bit of filler just to smooth in the new body line, but that's excessive, so let's make it better. I don't want to think it's dusty work. This is why you need a mask. Just look at that dust. Just look at the state of it. You don't want to be breathing that in. Unfortunately, folks, this side isn't much better. So let's get the old hammer and chisel and knock this out as well. Got that all ground back now. And see, we've got a little crack here that needs welding. Get all this out first, and then need to weld down here, and then up on top, just in here. You'll be able to make that out. Come on, focus. There we go. Just in there, right in that corner, there's a crack. So again, we'll just need to weld in there, and just here on the edge. You can see that one as well. Maybe. Come on. There, you can just about make out that crack just there. So that's where our water leak is. So we get those welded up, some seam sealer on it before we then actually do the body work and finish it off. Same thing up there, a little bit of welding. Very minimal, but it's just that 5% that people can't be bothered doing. And it's a shame, but we'll get this tidied up nicely, and she'll be an absolute beauty by the time we're finished. This side is much the same. Little crack up here to do, little crack here, little bit in here, and then we'll seam sealer this section, seam sealer this bit, and it'll be the same at the top here, but I've just got to knock this out, and we'll do the same thing in there. It's not actually
Fitment wise on the rear is going to be easy. We're basically just, if I have to, bend these. That's it. Then the lift kit on the front should hopefully help us not hit here, because this is very tight. But the absolute worst case scenario is to cut these and just cut this inner edge off here, and we'll make it so that it fits nicely going in and out the arch there. Fingers crossed. Wow, that's bright. So we've got the tyres on, as you can see there. Got the new wheels and tyres on. They're fitting very close at the front, but we haven't put the lift kit or anything on. Just wanted to see what the tyres look like. So we've got them on. Let's get on to doing this lift kit, shall we? In case you thought we'd forgotten, I'll give you a quick little update on the blue one as well, just whilst we're doing the orange one. It's a labour of love. So on the blue one, we've got some seam sealer up and around these just to give them a little bit more protection. Done the same thing along the bottom where we've welded that sill up, just put some seam sealer on. I've done the same on the inside there. Obviously it's messy on the inside because it's in the inside, no one's going to see it, don't matter. But we've got some seam sealer on, under sealed the back here. Not sure if that was in the last video or not. I think it was, can't remember. We're going to get the last supports in, probably not this video, probably next video, because we're going to focus on this video today. But plenty to come on them both, and that blue one will eventually have that tray on the back of it, very, very similar. Not sure about the hoop. What do people think about the hoop? And if it does, I think I'm going to go with one that comes to the body line rather than above it. Although you could put a rack on. Ooh, what do we think? What do we think?